can see plankton when there's billions of them in the water because it'll change the color of the water. But you can't see the individual plankton without a microscope. Because they're microscopic, so good. So what plankton means is, it's a great question. What plankton means is, in Latin, it basically means drifter. The original word for that, planktos, whatever it was. And so, if your plankton, we usually think of them as microscopic, which is true for a whole bunch of them, probably most of them. But technically, if you're in the ocean and you're not an active swimmer, you just drift, you're plankton. So there's a few big things that are plankton, but you're spot on. Most plankton, you got out of the microscope.
Did Abby have a question?
So, do we have to go in the water?
Well, I'm going in the water, but only if you want to.
Only if you want to. You
Everything.
It's an adventure, Abby. Joey, did Austin have a question?
Austin wanted to know if any of the plants are endangered.
Great
So,
question.
luckily in Florida, the mangrove trees, depending on where you are in the state, some of them are threatened because of when we build houses where there used to be mangroves. I mean, traditionally, a long time ago, people wouldn't care about the mangroves. They didn't know how important they were. So they would just fill in with dirt and build on top, maybe dig a bunch of canals too. And that's nowhere near, as far as producing life and delicious seafood, that doesn't produce near as much life as mangroves just left alone, like here, where they're just doing their thing. They're just being mangrove trees. It's a perfect habitat for them. That's why there's so many of them. So you guys heard of food chains? Food chains, food webs? So it's like this fish eats this thing, and then someone else eats that fish, and someone else eats that fish, and then the seagull eats that fish.
Oh man.
What? Let's see. What's going to eat a seagull? Nothing.
Probably. Nobody wants to be around
A
them.
shark eats a dead seagull floating in the water.
The other thing that endangers like mangroves and stuff are trees and things that are not indigenous, like Brazilian pepper trees.
Brazilian pepper.
Would they kind of like choke them out,
Mhm.
choke everything out? So there's danger from that too.
Brazilian pepper tree?
It's not indigenous to here, and it chokes out all of the natural.
Are they common?
Huh?
Are they common?
Very much.
Yeah.
All right. Hunter asked, what kinds of bugs or critters live in mangroves?
Oh my gosh, so many. Like on the small scale, the mangroves.
Hunter.
Hunter. Okay, sorry, Hunter. Hey, Hunter. Mangroves flower. They're actually making flowers now, from what I saw yesterday. And those flowers attract like butterflies, bees, all the kind of insects that come to flowers. They come to mangroves too. And when they do that, they pollinate the flower, and then the mangroves make a seed. And mangrove seeds depends on the mangrove, but these red mangroves that we have around here, they don't look red. I think that's the color of the wood inside when they used to cut it for charcoal in the industry. But they have long seeds. They look like a giant green bean. If you've ever eaten a green bean, it looks like a green bean like that long. And they're spear pointed at the bottom, so when they drop from the tree, they drop into the mud and anchor and put out roots and grow. And the mangroves creep out that way. That's how
So
they.
cool. Yeah, and you'll see them. They do look like green beans.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So cool.
They have a fancy name. They're called crocules, but it's a seed.
So I think he wants to know specifically about bugs. Are there bugs?
So the bugs. I mean, there's probably some bugs that actually feed on mangroves leaves. I don't know of any off the top of my head, but there has to be because there's so many insects out there. And when mangrove trees die or a branch breaks off and it's dead, then all kinds of insects might use that if it washes ashore.
All right, Jack here
Jack.
asked, I want to know if there's a difference between dolphins and porpoise because people seem to use the vernacular interchangeably.
I love it. I grew up in St. Augustine, and whenever we'd ride over the Bridge of Lions, I was a kid, my dad's driving, he'd say, oh, there's a porpoise, and they weren't. But I mean, it's my dad, whatever he said, that was good for me. So there's in marine biology, like the study of the ocean, there's a difference. There's a difference in their teeth. Like dolphins have cone-shaped teeth, like an ice cream cone. right?
That are sharp.
Right.
Okay.
And porpoise have chisel shaped teeth, like feet. Those are kind of like shaped. So they have different teeth. They have some other structures, but that's a really obvious one. Porpoise basically don't have. Every dolphin isn't a bottlenose dolphin, but we're all thinking of a bottlenose dolphin, probably. And porpoise have more of a rounded snout, like a killer whale does. And a killer whale's not even a whale; it's a dolphin, technically. The world's largest dolphin. But yeah, there is a difference. It's a great question. Porpoise and dolphin are two in science.
That's true. People around here, like, we grew up our whole life with guys calling them porpoise
Yeah,
too.
yeah, our dads.
Yeah, and
We just-
they're, and I just thought they were trying to distinguish between a dolphin fish and a dolphin mammal. You know what I mean?
Right. And we mostly have the Atlantic bottlenose dolphin, but there's different dolphin species all around the planet. Spotted dolphins, all kinds of dolphins. Spinner dolphins. There's a lot of variety.
So both species are present here in Florida?
Yeah, but it's a great question. So dolphins are more coastal around here, the Atlantic dolphin, bottlenose dolphin. And the porpoise would be probably more likely offshore.
Yeah. Ew. I'm not looking at it. It's gross.
I'm not looking at that.
I'm not looking at that. It's gross.
I'm not looking at that.
Though, doesn't it?
Here, will you get a picture?
The front's the ew.
Well, I guess look at his little eyes. Oh,
I like his eyes.
actually. They are kind of cute.
What is that?
I really
Oh,
like.
you see the nightmare underneath.
I really like his back legs.
So
That's how he
he's not really a crab.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a common name. It's like that porpoise thing we talked about.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's actually more closely related to scorpions and spiders. He can't sting you or anything. That's sharp, but it's not stinging.
The barb. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another reason you shuffle.
And these guys, this animal is unchanged for like hundreds of millions of years. Like fossil ones look just like this.
Isn't that crazy?
They're amazing.
When the dinosaurs been there.
And they have blue blood.
Wait, what? Oh, that means they're
Blue
cold-blooded.
blood.
They've got blue blood,
That means
and
they're
they actually.
cold-blooded.
Ollie, hold on a second. They actually catch these, take them alive to a lab, hook them up, and extract that blue blood for medical purposes. I forget what.
Isn't it cancer related?
It might be
I
cancer
think it's
related,
cancer related.
but good chance of it. Just. But,
That's a good.
but yeah,
guess.
and then they go back into the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys come up to lay their eggs, and you'll see. So the females are usually bigger. This is probably just a young one, so who knows if it's male or female. But you'll see them clumped on top of each other, a chain of males, one female in the front, because they're all wanting to fertilize her eggs when she finally digs down and lays her eggs. But yeah, they'll do mass spawning events where they'll
This
cover
is the part right there.
bridge.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And they're actually predators. Like they dig up. Look at the little fish down here. So in this mud, there's all kinds of marine worms and things, and these guys prowl around digging them up.
Wow.
That's cool. See the fish?
Does anybody want to hold it, touch it, or anything like that?
You want to?
Mac, you want
Spiky
to
and wiggly. Let me
give it
put
a high
in the water
five?
for a second.
I
There you
will
go.
touch it, but I don't want
Yeah.
Sure, you can touch
It's
it.
not gonna hurt you.
Ew. This side's not ew, because the other one is.
This side's not ew.
This
This side is pretty ew.
That side's ew?
When he pulled it really,
Look
when
at
he
that
pulled it
side,
really
Matt.
fast, I went, whoa.
can get his little.
No, there's something like
Aren't his eyes funny?
Yeah, they
He looks like should be a character in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Definitely like an
You've seen
very
the movie
alien.
Alien.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Really cool.
Chris, have you
Austin,
been
do you want to
Good eyes,
touch
Do you want to
Jonica.
touch him before I let her go, or it go? I don't know if it's boy or girl.
touch it, Mac.
Nothing here can hurt you. I mean, obviously,
Then just
there's
put
some
it-
pointy spines back here, but
Yeah, but not
Stingy
I touched a
poisonous. or
spider
anything.
before.
okay.
Good.
Gonna let him go.
He's big enough, like Joey is. I'm short, dude. You're like, I almost fell.
Everybody wave.
Almost fell in the sand.
Wave, Hunter, Ollie.
There's something in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. See this part out here? That's the snail. This is his shell.
Come on, man. Let's look.
Okay, you're good. That was 10
Mac,
seconds.
look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Did you wanna hold it?
No, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Wet-
nothing.
wet
It's
your
not like
hand.
a hermit crab, so there won't be any creepy crawly
There you
legs or
go.
anything.
That's not ew this time, no.
See,
No,
that's
not
his
you.
body. That's gonna be against
The other
his
one
skin.
was,
Oh,
because
no,
it was
like this?
inside.
Yeah.
You can hold him like this if you want.
Nah. Where'd you find it,
You guys live in
He
Land
did.
Lake.
You
A
hold
crown
it.
conch.
Watch your
Oh,
hand.
cool.
Yep.
And they get a big one
It's a
would be like
crab
that,
in
a
it.
huge one, but and they're predators. They hunt other snails Whoa. out here. And it gets its name crown conch because of all these points that go.
Chris, you been to?
This is a juvenile. I mean,
Have you
when
been
they're
to
first
adventure?
born, they're about that big. But I mean, he's probably had a couple of years.
It's amazing that shells are life, like we're life. I mean,
Cold hunter?
Especially when there's so many, you think.
Yeah, you find
that
dead shells and
must-
you never realize that.
and you can see his little feet.
Uh-huh.
So cool.
I've had these spawn in a classroom saltwater aquarium before. Oh, you got an olive snail shell.
It's
Hey, this
cool,
is
isn't
perfectly
it?
safe. It's just a shell.
Oh, there's nothing in it?
No, it's just the
Hey, olive.
dead
It
shell.
was just the
Oh,
dead.
it's
It's
dead.
unusual.
Oh,
The animal's
good.
dead. The
I
shell.
love olives.
There's another one right
It'd
there.
be like finding our skeleton or something.
Yeah.
It's just,
Definitely. I don't usually find, well, you can usually find a ton of olives at Enclave.
Yeah, right there.
these are half buried.
Does Abby think I should go show this house?
We should put that.
Still alive?
Yeah, this guy's alive too.
Oh, I thought
Do you want to put them on your hand?
Shoot
Nah.
bad.
No.
Do you want to hold it?
Yeah.
Do you want to put them
It's
on
not
your
like a
hand?
hermit crab where it's going to tickle you.
Sure.
No, you don't think so? Okay.
He can't hurt you.
Oh, I knew.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I thought that was one of the things.
You thought you found one?
Yeah, I felt like that one. There's a leak.
Yeah.
Emma and Kyle and Audie, they will be. Can't believe I'm looking forward to seeing them.
I know, me too.
It does slip. It
Because
slips.
Kyle's pretty tall. I think he's the guy that works out too. Same as what Dad does.
Uh-huh.
Same as me. Sometimes Rob does it too. Maybe he
Yeah, he does.
Mac knows.